A lot has happened lately, and also sort of not lately. This is a quick update for people with short attention spans, or you're on TikTok. So hi. To address the Wizards of the Coast top level and Hasbro attempting to sandbag third parties into making everything their business, I find it disgusting. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I personally do not make money from Dungeons and Dragons. Obviously, we play Dungeon World, duh. But I don't support it. I'm originally a paper magic player from back in the day around the Oath of the Gatewatch set, and I played for a few years till friends, went off to college and we parted ways and life changed. So I see my fair share of the various different ways that Hasbro and Wizards like to not pay attention to the player base and what they want and what we're telling them, and also just making bad decisions altogether. It disappoints me to have to say we were going to begin playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Adventurer's Guide to Wildemount from Critical Role. I plan to make the switch after our next Dungeon World campaign that we are running in a few weeks once I get the world building done. However, I cannot and will not play the game or hint in the direction of money nor time or anything of a company who acts the way that they have with the 1.1 coming out. There is no contest now that they intended for that to be the new OGL. And again, while I might not make money from Dungeons and Dragons releases in the form of books or anything, I don't. What is a cause without people to back it and to stand up for other people, even though you're not one of them? So I am excited to announce, though, a positive note. We will be switching to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Hi, Paizo. The channel will also undergo some changes to shape it towards what I will be calling our little tabletop show Difficulty Challengers. Not the prettiest name, and I'm going to see if it will grow on me. We'll get there. All right, so you're still here. Howdy. Been a minute. So this is a good video, aside from the, Hasbro Wizards of the Coast bullshit. I'm very upset about that. I do not like it. The Paizo coming through. I'm less upset now that I have made my decision to switch to Pathfinder, though. From having made the original decision to play 5th edition, and I had not actually announced that all but 2 days before all that shit blew up, and we've never even played 5th edition, so this whole thing is just it's a mess. We'll probably play 5th edition at some point later down the road once this whole thing is kind of behind us. I'll never release content for it, obviously. The goal is not to produce content even right now with our doing my whole world building thing that I've been doing. The goal is just to play and have fun. We'll worry about all that stuff later. If it comes around, great. For now, we're here to have fun. So we're changing things up. I'm going to change up this channel. I'm going to switch it to the name of our little show that we're doing. I have a Twitch channel set up already. Mostly set up. I need to finish doing the streaming platform stuff, OBS, the stuff that you don't see. I need to get all that stuff set up, but other than that, the Twitch channel is there. And that's what we'll be using to stream this once we get it going, and then I'll be uploading it to YouTube. I say we, I really mean I. I'm not going to force these guys to try and do any work to upload this stuff or stream this stuff. That's not what they want. They just want to play the game. I enjoy this part of it as well. With the hope of entertaining somebody out there. It's nice to me to think that could happen. What has happened? Why the fuck is he doing this? Why is he taking so long to upload? Why is the next campaign out? So you said sailing camping. You had all these campaigns you said you were going to do before the end of the year. What are you doing, man? Well, work exploded and many things happened, and Um, I should explain that. Work exploded in that we worked long hours for a long time. So I lost out on a lot of time to do what I was doing, which isn't what I was doing before, which was just after the Elder Scrolls campaign. So let me align that timeline for you. We finished the Elder Scrolls campaign, and during and after that, I was working on the Chekhov's Tale on Wattpad. Now, after that, I had started to world build because I hit kind of a hump where I realized I need to round some things out in the world a bit more than I thought that I needed to. Maybe it's just me, and maybe it's not entirely necessary, but the way that I feel, I need to do it. I need to get more rounding out done. Then work and all that for a while, quite a while. And then back to world building now, alongside stream. And here we are. To further explain, having kids. Well, one for me, in my case. As his bedtime gets later and later, and my job being me getting up at 5:30 in the morning every day, it takes a lot of gaming time away when I want to spend time with him, and he likes to run around the house and be insane and be crazy. So it takes time away from this, which is fine. I don't mind. I'll brainwash him into little gamer boy further down the road. I don't really mean brainwash, but he'll be a video game enjoyer like me. I hope so. What I will be doing, playing, what's going on with Twitch, YouTube, all of it. YouTube's going to be geared towards tabletop. I'll get to that later. I'm taking kind of a semi-retirement from competitive games till further notice, pretty much till later on when he's, a bit more independent and isn't constantly grabbing me to run off and going to bed super late and cutting into game time and all that stuff, which I'm not worried about. For now, we're going to take unless someone, pokes at me and says, hey, we're getting together to play this tonight. Do you want to join? I'll say, yeah, sure, why not? But if someone does not say that to me on a Friday or a Saturday night, I probably will not be doing that. Because and also single player games, and I want to try and focus in on a lot of the single player games that I have, because there's a lot of games that I want to play and finish that I have not, because my ADHD since I was a child. So we'll be finishing a few games that I have meant to play for a long time. Currently I'm playing Black Flag, but I think what we're going to work on is that for the sake of fun currently, until I kind of get everything caught up, which is that's a separate conversation. When I get everything caught up, I'll start looking at some of the other games that I want to finish. For now, I want to work on maybe doing the Skyrim challenge that I started a while back, get some progress on that. And then, I have a semi-plan, but not a full-fledged written plan. But I want to finish Black Flag, Kingdoms of Amalur, Witcher. So we've got a few things that I want to do, but competitive games going on the back burner unless someone asks. Focusing in on single-player games, which is a bit odd for me, but it'll be a fun transition to play games with pretty much zero pressure. The main focus of the YouTube, as I said a moment ago, will be going towards the tabletop. Yes, I already know. I think I already said this. I don't know if I actually made an announcement here or if it was in chat, the Discord, or wherever I did it. I don't know. But I'm going to say it again in this video. I didn't really feel like checking. I'm just making this really quick. This isn't going to stay up forever. This is just a quick update. This will probably go down in a few weeks. I don't know. But here for now to tell you guys that I think I already said this, but we're focusing in on tabletop. That's gonna be the goal for forever now, I guess. I don't know. So it'll be changing around. Things will be switching up. That being said, the Dungeon World Sailing campaign is coming soon. I know I keep saying that, but it really is. I promise. I'm working on lots of maps, lots of lore, lots of world. It's a mess. up here. There's a lot of things that I have to take notes of and so forth. Also, what was next to that? Pathfinder campaigns coming after that. Aiming for a lot. I'm aiming for a lot of dice rolling this year. That is my goal. A lot of dice rolling. I'm gonna also re-announce right now the long campaign. We're still doing the long campaign. It's still coming. I promise. I know I may not have said it here. I don't know if I said it here or not. Again, not checking that. This is a quick update that's going to disappear later down the road. This video won't be here forever. But we are still doing the long campaign. For those that are the original announcement, this is just reassurance that it is coming. I have notes. I have things. There's already plans for it. And it will be after events that take place in upcoming campaigns that take place in my world. Everything's going to work together. Everything's starting to slowly falling into place. Just patient DM that works, GM that works, and also plays tabletop and has a family. It's hard sometimes. In order to get comfortable with Pathfinder, though, good news, but also bad news. Not really bad news, though. More like neutral news on bad, good, neutral news on good news. I'll be adding like 1 to 2 smaller campaigns before the long campaigns for system familiarity for me and the players, so they have a chance to make a couple of different characters, so that they can get to play as those several different characters, do the character creation process multiple times, and do several dice rolls and give opportunities for different types of dice rolls and dynamic different settings. So 1 to 2 smaller campaigns. One might not be in my world, but I might just run them both in mine, just for comfortableness. Chekhov's Tale, my Wattpad story is still in my plans, but I'm currently working on world building, currently working on multiple campaigns to try and get them run, as well as running them, and trying to familiarize with new roles, which I am not technically doing right now, but I, have to resist the urge and occasionally fail to crack the Pathfinder book. But the Chekhov's Tale, I'm still going to work on it. I have plans. The original world building reason was because we were doing the sailing campaign and everybody needed, everybody's characters were going to be all over the world of the, full world map that I had, and I hadn't actually worked out most of the details other than a couple of small things from other continents. And I figured this would be a good chance to doing the sailing campaign to have everybody be from all over the world and really work the world out and make it fully fleshed. So there's a lot of detail in there now, pretty heavily detailed. So that will actually benefit Chekhov's Tale. For the sake of keeping myself from rambling on for too much longer, thank you for watching and sticking around through all this craziness bullshit with, and for our fun. It's about to get a whole lot better, I hope, and hopefully more entertaining. Keep an eye out for the last Dungeon World campaign for a while. I'll run them, if we get new players or something, I'll probably run Dungeon World again for the sake of them getting to understand and feel out a system that's less rules crunchy. And they can kind of get a feel for role-playing and rolling dice here and there and doing things, going on a quest, and, do simple adventures for new players. But this will be the last Dungeon World campaign for a while. And we'll be moving to Pathfinder. And I'll see you in the next one.